It's official, folks. A new Friday the 13th is in the works. Just out of nowhere, Sean Cunningham posted this teased info on his Cameo page. Of all places, Cameo. Go figure. I think that's the only thing he uses nowadays. So what I'm going to be talking about today is the best case scenario for where this project could go. Take, for instance, Tom McLaughlin's script, the so-called Snow Story, Jason Never Dies. 13 years after the events of Friday the 13th Part 6 Jason Lives, Jason Never Dies takes place Thanksgiving weekend of 1999. The narrative centers around 6 female characters who are going on a spiritual retreat, but of course the road gets snowed in, so they have to take an alternative route, and this leads them to Camp Crystal Lake, Camp Forest Green, somewhere within that area. The cast of characters are unbeknownst to the legend of Jason Voorhees, and that's when the bloodshed really begins. The movie will feature some dark humor elements, but less than its predecessor. Here's a prime example of Jason killing one of the female characters. Do you guys notice how the corpse is kind of positioned in a religious overtone? Well, that just says it all, because we all know how Tom McLaughlin is with that visual aspect, especially with Jason Lives, with ripping the paintball guy's arm off and his face hitting the tree with the smiley face carved into it. You can see where he's going here. Here's another instance where one of the Catholic gals tried to use a phone booth, but lo and behold, Jason pushes that sucker to the ground. Note how to the far right you can see Karloff's general to the side. So we're kind of heading back to some familiar territory with this whole Jason Never Dies script. In conclusion, I really hope that this actually comes to fruition as the next Friday the 13th film. It's a unique idea with a returning writer and director, first of all. And we're going back to basics, being stranded at a camp, yet alone during the winter, or late fall, close to winter. Not to mention that Jason, of all things, will be played by CJ Graham. Look at these Instagram photos he posted a little while back of him in his Part 6 gear in the snow. He knows all about this whole thing. So, we got a Jason here that'll whack the crap out of you with a sledgehammer and then just finish you off with an axe. Like, what's not to love about that? Like, come on. I'm just glad that we can finally put this lawsuit BS behind us. To those of you watching, if any of you can really try reaching out to Tom McLaughlin or Sean Cunningham, even though Tom and Sean, I'm sure they have each other's contacts, so whether McLaughlin contacts him first, tries to get this whole thing into gear as being the next film, I really hope so. Anyway, let me know what you all think in the comments down below. With that, I would like to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And until then, see you all next time.